Gautama Buddha once said, "There is a secret to good health, both physical and mental. Don't regret the past, don't worry about the future, just live the present moment with full sincerity." But think about it, do we really live in the present? We either dwell on past mistakes or fear the uncertainties of the future. If we truly start living in the now, all mental distress will disappear. The sorrows of the past won't haunt us, and the worries of the future won't scare us. One day, a young boy came to Buddha. His eyes were filled with sadness, his face burdened with worries. Folding his hands, he asked, "Buddha, can you answer a question for me?" Buddha smiled gently and said, "Ask, what is on your mind?" The boy asked, "Why is there so much suffering in my life? Why do I always feel sad?" Buddha looked at him with deep compassion and said, "Where is your suffering?" "I don't see it." The boy thought for a moment and replied, "Buddha, my suffering is inside me. It haunts me all the time." Buddha smiled and asked, "How do you know that suffering is inside you?" The boy sighed deeply and said, "Because I have no happiness in my life. I always feel lonely and helpless." Buddha calmly asked, "Do you know why you feel sad?" The boy, disappointed, replied, "If I knew the reason, why would I come to you?" Buddha smiled and said, "If suffering belongs to you, shouldn't you know its reason? How can someone else understand the cause of your suffering?" The boy was taken aback. For the first time, he realized that he had always blamed his suffering on external circumstances. Buddha said, "You believe in what others say and think that someone else will solve your problems. This is your biggest mistake. When we give control of our happiness and suffering to others, we always end up disappointed. But if you learn to trust yourself, your suffering will disappear on its own." Buddha continued, "You think that because I am Buddha, I will give you all the answers, but I can only show you the path. The day you resolve your inner struggles, you won't need to ask anyone, 'Why am I unhappy?'" After a few moments, Buddha pointed at a flower and asked, "Have you ever looked at a flower carefully?" The boy nodded. "Yes, Buddha. Everyone has seen a flower." Buddha said, "This flower blooms in the morning, spreads its beauty and fragrance throughout the day, and by evening, it begins to wither. If it started worrying about its end from the beginning, it would never bloom." Buddha's words shook the boy's mind. Buddha continued, "Our biggest problem is that we either live in the sorrows of the past or in the worries of the future. But life exists only in this moment. If you learn to live in the present, no suffering can touch you." The boy took a deep breath and asked, "Buddha, but how can one always stay in the present when there are so many problems around?" Buddha smiled and replied, "If death were to come to you this very moment, wouldn't all your problems suddenly seem small?" The boy was startled. "Yes, Buddha, but I don't want to die yet." Buddha said, "Seriously, that is the problem. Everyone thinks death will come at their convenience. But does death ever come according to one's plans? No. Yet we believe we have plenty of time. But those who understand that death can come at any moment live every second of life with full awareness and energy. Suffering, anxiety, fear, these are chains you have created for yourself. If you keep holding on to them, life will always be painful. But if you learn to let go, life will flow like a river, fresh and new in every moment." The boy's eyes sparkled with a new understanding. For the first time, he realized that he himself was holding on to his suffering. Buddha smiled and said, "I can only show you the path. Walking on it is your own journey. If we too understand that happiness and suffering are just perspectives, we will never be truly unhappy. When we begin to see life in all its beauty and depth, we realize that real happiness is not outside, but within us. And this is Buddha's greatest message. Live in the present, for that is the ultimate truth of life. Our journey in this video ends here. We hope you've learned something valuable from this story. But before you leave, we have a question for you. What part of this story impacted you the most? Please share your thoughts in the comments so we can all learn from each other's perspectives. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Inner Vibes, and follow us on Facebook. We will continue bringing such videos to you regularly. See you in the next video. Until then, stay happy and keep smiling.